Justin Jefferson is here with Madden. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, can't complain. Everything's going pretty good.
So, last time I had you was literally through Madden 2 summers ago, and we were doing our top 10 receivers list, and I said, I don't want you to rank yourself, and you stopped me, and you said, no, but at the end of this year, I will be top 10, and I loved that answer. I wasn't asking for it. You volunteered it. I think that's pretty much undisputed now.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, just in the last 2 years, how you think your game's evolved. If there's one thing that you're talking, if you're talking to yourself from 2 years ago and you're saying, I got better at this is how my game evolved, where do you start?
I mean, every single year, I really just try to elevate my game in every single category. I mean, there's always room for improvement for me. But I would have to say just working on just staying strong.
Yeah.
Keeping my balance, keeping having that explosion, just running my routes, getting in and out of my breaks. But there's always stuff that I'm learning. I'm still a young player. I'm still new to the game. So every chance that I get to really learn from another player, learn from another coach or what the case may be, I'm all ears. I'm all glued in and locked in to how to become better.
Can you give me a recent example of something you've learned, whether that's asking a cornerback or asking an opposing coach, something like that, where you say, okay, I took a lesson from here?
Really, I mean, Coach Sullivan. That's my coach that I've always adored and always is grateful for meeting and having him come and teach me how to become a top receiver. Really, him just telling me to be patient. You don't have to rush everything. You don't have to be the fastest through everything. Right. It's all about knowing your technique, knowing to be patient throughout the route, and just relying on yourself, trusting in yourself to go out there and kill it.
You played against the Chiefs defense this year, and I think we all kind of missed the narrative nationally because everybody's complaining about the Chiefs wide receivers over the course of the year and the drops and all this. And it's like, actually, the story is that they've got a nasty young defense that's going to be really good for a long time. That's going to make Mahomes even scarier with Spagnuolo. Tell me something I don't know about this Chiefs defense, having gone against them this year.
I mean, they're definitely young. They're definitely young. They have the energy. They have the swagger out there. And, of course, they know how to stop that number one receiver. They've been doing a great job this whole year to key in on that number one receiver, putting Sneed on him and, trying to disrupt him at the line of scrimmage. That's been, the key for them. Of course, with Justin Reed at the safety position, he's been flying around all field
like
and making plays after plays. So they're definitely going to have a handful, especially with the San Francisco offense and the amount of players that they have on their side. So it's going to be a tough game. I'm excited.
Take me through what L'Jarius Sneed does well.
He's physical. He's fast. He's quick. He knows how to recover whenever he does get a little beat. And I love his energy. His energy is always good. His energy is always fierce and always attacking. So hey. I'm excited for the matchup that we have to come, later in the future.
Is there a skill guy in this game that stands out to you that you just love watching, whether that's Ayuk, Debo, Travis Kelce, obviously being a skill guy, George Kittle? Is there a player you're just like, damn, I just love watching clips of this guy?
All of those guys definitely have been phenomenal. I love every single one of those guys that you named. But I mean, Patrick Mahomes already speaks for itself. What the throws that he make, and just like you said, everyone was complaining about the drops, the receiver position, and he's still making plays out there. Pacheco is running the ball hard as ever, as always. But I mean, that team is hard to beat. They're hard to really count out, and you look at the sheet on the other side of the field. You see, C-Mac, you see, Brock, you see Debo, you see all of these different guys. But, it's tough to count, Patrick Mahomes out.
When you watch this Niners offense, obviously your playbook that you run now is similar to the McVay, Shanahan style and all that stuff. But how much does this Niners offense just impress you from a play calling standpoint, just from the way they make people miss? I mean, they're a tank, man.
It's so many guys on one field at one time. The running back position is the number one. You got Kittle, which is the number two tight end. Of course, you got Debo, which can go at the backfield if he need to, but he's electric whenever the ball is in his hands. And then you got Brandon Ayuk, which is a great smooth receiver that can blow the top off if he needs to. So it's so many guys out there on that field. That's why I love this matchup. You don't really know what's going to happen. You don't know which side of the ball is really going to be the difference maker in this game. But it all is all about defense. Defense wins championships, especially with the type of cats is on the offensive side of the ball. So the best defense is going to win.
Why should you bet with Caesars Sportsbook? 2 words: Caesars Rewards. Every bet brings you closer to the types of benefits only Caesars can offer. Hotel stays, VIP experiences, sports and concert tickets, and more. It's not just an app, it's an empire. There's so much talk about your future, obviously. And when you're thinking about your career, where do you want to be? I'm not talking about a place. I'm just talking about goals you set for yourself. Let's say 3 years from now, you want to be saying, all right, Justin Jefferson is what in 3 years?
I want to be solidified as the number one. I don't want it to be a question. I don't want it to be a debate. I want to be that number one receiver in the league. Of course, just being consistent throughout my whole years. And of course, speaking on Madden, I want to be that 99 overall every single year. So it's exciting for me. I love this game of football. Of course, it's going to be tough, not knowing who the quarterbacks is going to be this upcoming year. Yeah. But it's not really something that I'm 100% focused on. I'm confident in whoever is going to be throwing me the ball, as long as they're throwing me the ball and I'm able to make plays. So it's exciting this upcoming 3-4 years that is coming up, but I can't wait. Is there a type of quarterback you'd like to play with? Not really. Kirk has been doing it for me ever since he got into the league. Love Kirk. He's been blessed to I'm blessed to be in the situation that I'm in. There's so many different other situations that I could be in that it can be a lot different for me. So I would like to have Kirk back, of course, but of course I'm not the person to make that decision. Do you feel like you have input on those kind of things when you can talk to KOC, you can talk to I feel like I have the type of player that I am. You have to listen to your main players. You have to just get a little inside. Just want to ask them a question of how they feeling. Yeah. But all of them are definitely weighing in on the stuff that I have to say. But I feel like everyone has that communication in that building. KO has been doing a great job with communicating with us and making sure we're all on the same page. So, hopefully we have Kirk back next year. I'm always happy to have him around and love his spirit and love, what he do for us as an organization. So, only time will tell. Totally. All right, we do something called badasses. The most badass person you've ever been around in football. Could be a teammate at any level. And we know what football badass means. You have the floor, Justin. Yeah. Your badass is who? Man. I ain't gonna lie. The dog that I've seen, Adam Thielen. Whoa. Okay. Take me through why Adam Thielen's a badass. He's always tough. Even when he has those injuries. Even though, he's classified as an older player in this league, he's still battling. He's still getting 1,000 yards. He's still going out there and giving it his all. And every single day being in the building with him, every single day he always came prepared to come to work. He always kept a smile on his face, and he was always determined to be better every single day. So that definitely was a great person and a great player that I was, able to really come up upon and really be taken under his wing. Tell us what you're doing with Madden. Oh, man, I'm excited to be with Madden. Excited to be working with Madden. Yeah. Just like I said, becoming the 99 overall in the game. That was a dream of mine as a little kid, playing the game for all of these years that I've been playing. And just trying to work with them as much as possible. I'm a gamer, so I always enjoy playing the game of Madden. Do you only play with yourself? Most of the time. Most of the time, but I definitely switch it up a couple times. If not you, then who? I play random. If you're a good Madden player, you can play with anyone. So I random sometimes, play against my teammates sometimes. We definitely do a couple random games. Awesome. Thanks so much, Justin. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.